Hi, my name is Katie Rose, and I just wanted to do a video about how I got this amazing hair by using the Revlon Styler product. I'm going to go into more detail about that, but now before we do that and I show you the video clip, I want to talk about just whatever, getting ready with me. And then I can go into detail about how I got this awesome freaking hair, because there's no way I could do this on my own, you know, with just like a styling brush. Like, that's too complicated. Who has time for that? So now I'm just going to get ready with me, and yeah. So what I want to do first is use my Tarte Poreless Mattifying Primer. And I really just use like a small amount. And I put this in my T-zone. Just because this is the part that gets like the most oily that I've noticed. And it just, like when you put it on, it just feels so smooth and so soft. And it doesn't make your skin feel oily or anything, because I naturally have pretty oily skin, and then I have dry patches every once in a while, but typically I have really oily skin. So, you know, I just want to make sure that my skin looks great. And then I use a combination of a few different foundations. So I love this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and this is in the shade 102. So I use this, and I just put a little bit in the palm of my hand, and then I like to mix this with the Lancome Tint Ideal Ultra Wear up to 24 hours wear foundation. And then this is in the shade, let's see if I can figure that out. I know it's like in one of the lightest shades, but I don't see it on here. I'll link it down below. And then I just put kind of like a pump in there just because it's a little bit lighter. And then I take my Real Techniques sponge. I like these way better than Beauty Blender. Plus they're 10 times less expensive, and they're super soft. Like, this is hardly wet, but I do like to get it wet before. And then I just kind of put it on, and then I just dab it kind of like all over my face. And this is kind of like medium to full coverage, but I don't like to be super full coverage. Sometimes if I want like full coverage, I can just do like another layer of this, and then it's like mega full coverage. But just for like every day, it's kind of like medium to full. And then I just kind of pat it everywhere. So I hope everyone is having a good day so far. I know today's Friday. I'm not sure when you're going to be watching this, but today is Friday for me in California. Okay, perfect. And then put that down, and then everybody's favorite Tarte Shape Tape. Oh my god, I cannot talk today. And this is in the shade Light. So then basically I just kind of put this under my eye. And, you know, close it back up. I don't really use a lot of this, but I do like it under my eye because it makes it a little bit brighter. And then I kind of just focus like this area. I don't go super close to my eye. And then when I do, I take it to the side. And then over the lid. And the reason for that is because I don't like it getting caked up underneath the eye. And this prevents that from happening. And then I always look up when I'm patting it underneath my eye. See? Brightener. And then, you know, I've used a lot of powders. And right now I'm obsessed with the Fit Me powder. This is by Maybelline. And then this is in the shade Fair Light Translucent. So then I just put some underneath there. And then I take the other side of my Beauty Blender, even though this is the Real Techniques one. And I just kind of pat some underneath my under eye. Not like a lot, but just enough to kind of cover it. Because I find if I put a lot under there, then I'm going to have creases. And then I just do my laugh line. And then I do a little bit just right here. And it's not like I like keep it on because I even kind of like pat it into my skin, so it's not like I'm baking it. And then I'll just take a little bit more. I will use my Morphe Y3 brush. And I'll just kind of like go over the rest of my skin. Just because I do think it's really important to put powder all over your all over your whole face, because I feel like it just like holds everything together. And then you know, just like an extra layer of mattifying and protection. And then I take whatever left is in the container. And then what I like to do, I use my Essence Brighten Cream, well, brighten up its banana powder. And then I go in with the same brush and I just kind of like do a little bit underneath my eye, down my nose, in the center, and then right there. And as you can see, like it really is great. And then this is Essence, so it's only like a few dollars. I have nothing against like the high-end stuff, because obviously like I have the Tarte, I have Laura Mercier, I have Huda Beauty. I just like certain products, and if I can find it in the drugstore, then I'm gonna buy in the drugstore. Because I don't know about you, but money is not made on trees. Then I will take my Tart Blush. It's in the shade Dollface, and I just think that is the cutest name. And if you look, I mean, how cute is that blush? I will then take my Morphe Y4 brush, and this is tapered, and I really like that because I feel like when you put it on, it's just like perfect. Take a few dabs, and then I kind of put it on the mirror, and I kind of just like dab it and then blend. And I kind of do the same thing to the other side. And it's just really on my cheeks. And I kind of smile when I do that because I like to have pink right here. And, you know, I contour a little bit. You know, obviously some days more than others. But, you know, it just depends. And then I take my Sanya Kasha brush. It's the tapered brush. I'll take my Too Faced bronzer. And then this is in the Milk Chocolate collection. Let me open that up. And then this is what it looks like. So it's really light. Obviously, my skin is super pale, so I kind of go with like the lighter shades. But, you know, obviously if you have darker skin, that's okay. And then I kind of just put it on the tip of my brush. And then I just kind of put it underneath my cheeks, just a little for contour. And this isn't really anything like heavy. This is more so kind of like everyday. And then I put a little bit more on the tip, and I just kind of like put it there, and then I just blend it out. And I do like a circular motion, just because you don't want it to like have a line, you just want it to look natural. And then sometimes I'll do my nose, sometimes I won't. In this instance, I just will do it a little bit. And some people will take a smaller brush, and I'll do that when I'm trying to be more precise. But just for today, I'm not going to do it. And then I always do my eyes kind of last, but we're just doing it in a weird order today. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil, and I'm using the spool to just kind of like get my eyelash or my eyebrows in check. And then this is in the shade Blonde, and it's a really nice fine pencil. And then I just kind of take it and I just kind of like work it in with my natural brows. And then I'll just take this again, and I'll just go like that. Now, if you want them to stay in place, I would definitely recommend, and where did I put my little brow thing? I would definitely recommend using Benefit Gimme Brow. This is in a little small shade, and this is in shade 3. And if you just look at this, like, it just is like a little bit of gel and a little bit of color, and it's just amazing. But just kind of for everyday, you know, not that big of a deal. So now I'm going to use my eyelash curler, and I don't even know. I think this is just like e.l.f. Curl my lashes. And then the mascara that I've really been loving is actually by Wet n Wild. It is the Max Volume Plus, and it is waterproof. And then let me show you what the actual brush looks like. And look at how there's like no clumping on there. And I just love that because it really separates. And gets them even. And this is just kind of like the first layer. I put on another layer when I'm done with my mascara. Or my eye shadow. And sometimes I'll get it above, like right there, and mist. Just take one of these and just gets it right out. So at this point, I'm going to use the ColourPop Give It To Me Straight. I'll show you what this looks like. I mean, look at how pretty these colors are. I think ColourPop really stepped up their game because I feel like they wanted to be in the, you know, more relevant and make their colors a little bit more pigmented. And I think that they've done a really good job with that. And right now I'm just putting Matter of Fact all over my lid. And I'm not really going for like a dramatic look or anything like that, just because this is everyday. And I'm just putting Matter of Fact all over my lid and up into my eyebrow. And like I said, this just adds like a little bit of warmth and a little bit of color. Then I'm going to use the color Frank, which is right here. This is the color Matter of Fact. This is Frank. I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna put it on the crease of my eyelid. And then I'm gonna bring it down. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. I'm going to bring it down. And then I just kind of like spread it out a little bit, just so it kind of goes beyond my eyelid, you know, brings it out. And then I'm going to take downright, which is right here. And then I'm just going to put some like on the inner part and over my base of my eye. And then I'm going to just take a little bit of this Actually color. And I'm just going to put this a little bit in my crease, just to give it a little bit more depth. And then, by the way, this is the Y15 Morphe brush. I don't know if you are paying attention to that or if I said that. And then I'm going to take the Morphe Y17 brush. I'm just going to dip in a little bit to the TMI color. And I'm just going to put this on the base. And then I'm going to go in with this color Fourth Light, which is right here. I normally just take my finger, and this is the color, and I just kind of put it all over my lid. And then I'm going to take up front, which is this color, and I'm just going to pat this all over my lower lid. And that is that. And then I'm going to do another layer of mascara. And then this is kind of like the, you know, makeup, not makeup look. At this point, you know, I have so many glosses, but I think I'm going to use the Estee Lauder, and this is in the color 317. And then I'm going to use another color, and this will be by Smashbox, and this is in the shade, I don't know, I can't see it. I don't know, but it's a really pretty color. And I'm just going to kind of dab this on. And it just adds a little bit more color. And then I add a top coat of the NYX Butter Gloss. And then this is in the shade Vanilla Cream Pie. And I love lip gloss because I feel like it just gives you like an extra little shine. And this is my look. And now I'm going to talk about my hairdryer product thing. 1 minute. Sorry about the background, but this is the Revlon Pro Styling Tool. As you can see, it is like a brush and like the round brush, like it's like everything all in one. And then what it is there's a off, cool, low, and high. I always leave it on low because I find that works best for me, but it's just, it goes through your hair and then you can just, you know, curl it under, which is what I